Good morning. Welcome back. This is hour number 2 of Tampa Home Talk. We're glad you're here. Thanks for sticking around after the break. We have some awesome guests hanging out with us. You guys, are you just staying for hour 2? You can?
Sure.
Yeah?
For a little while.
She's like, if you're making me, I don't know. So we have Rhett Rollerson hanging out with the Strawberry Festival. And we also have Tina Swain hanging out with Habitat for Humanity. Danielle Evans, one of our official show partners for Tampa Home Talk. All things appraisal related. And I think you've done stuff for Habitat too, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
So what's your involvement with Habitat? What are you doing for them?
I complete appraisals for Habitat for Humanity.
You have? On the stuff they're building?
Yes.
We were just talking about that last hour. Remember?
Yes.
How they have to appraise?
Yep.
So.
I donate my services and do it for a drastic discount.
Good to know.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Rhett, shall we give away tickets, you think?
That'd be great.
Let's do it, Pat.
So we have 2 tickets for the festival.
We have, for 4 shows, there's 2 tickets as well as 2 gate admission tickets. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Shall we start giving those away, Pat? I want to make sure you're there and not in the other room before I make the phones blow up.
Yeah, let's do like callers 8, 12, and 17.
Okay.
Got that, Pat?
Just so Pat has to work this morning.
Right.
Margaret?
You have to take caller 10 because we're Money Talk 1010.
Okay, we'll take caller 8, 10, and 17 at 888-404-1010. That's 888-404-1010. If you're interested in the Strawberry Festival, light Pat's day up and put your information in.
So we're going to give away 2 general admission tickets. And caller 10 is going to be the first one. And you're going to get to pick if you want Patti LaBelle, Neil McCoy, Sarah Evans, or Chubby Checker. Okay? 888-404-1010. Give us a ring. We're going to give you guys some tickets for the Florida Strawberry Festival and to check out some of these amazing acts that they spend months and months and months booking.
Yeah, and the seats are going to be really, really good.
Oh,
They came from
okay.
Paul Davis's desk, so I would assume they're going to be great seats and some different, unique shows. I mean, Chubby Checker, I think, is obviously we know the twist. He's on Wednesday. Sarah Evans is Tuesday. Patti LaBelle is Monday, and Neil McCoy is Monday at 3:30. So a couple days in advance so you can make your plans and hopefully win those tickets and come out and join us and see what we have to offer at the Florida Strawberry Festival.
When is Sarah Evans coming?
Sarah Evans is Tuesday at 3:30.
All right. So exciting. So which one was first to book with you guys this year and which one was last?
What?
Already? Okay.
Wow, impressive. Normally, it's funny, the Oak Ridge Boys announced yesterday at their show that they're already booked for next year. So
I was going to say they were first, yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things where we try to. It used to be the timeline used to be a lot different, but now you got to think out of the box and think ahead because the competition's a lot tougher. You know,
All right.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I said because you have all these like Daytona now, the Speedway has all
Yes.
these attractions and acts and country music fairs, and
And the
there's
Super Bowl.
and there's logistics as far as distance and timeline. So there's a lot of like they can't be at the amphitheater so many days, or they can't be at Amalie Arena so many days,
Right.
and so it's tougher and tougher, and you gotta really think out the box and get after it.
All right, so who's our caller 10, Pat? Oh, okay, yes,
that's
we can tell you
important,
that.
too.
Yeah, Neil McCoy's Monday, March 2nd at 3:30. Patti LaBelle's Monday, March 2nd, 7:30. Sarah Evans is Tuesday, March 3rd, 3:30. Chubby Checker, Wednesday, March 4th at 3:30.
And what about caller number 10? Are they checking their calendar to figure out which ones they want or what?
It's like Santa Claus.
I have a feeling he's on the phone talking to them and not us. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to get that
So
information.
basically you get Monday, you get Tuesday, or you get the twist on Wednesday, the plot twist.
The plot twist. No, the Chubby Checker twist.
Oh, the Chubby Checker twist.
Never done the twist?
Come on, baby. Never done the twist.
Get up and do it. Come on, let's go. He's like, no, I'm sitting in my chair.
I'm going to break this chair now, too, aren't I?
No, don't break the chair. All right. So we'll get that caller in just a minute. So, Danielle, what's new in your world, girl?
Just a lot
Hair
of
color.
appraising. It's busy.
Hair color's new.
I know, a little bit.
Hair
She's darker,
color's
yeah.
new. Going back to
When's the last
to
habitat
the
appraisal
roots.
you did?
It's been about 3 months probably. I don't do a ton of them because I work with a guy up in Pasco,
Oh, sure.
and I would do more if more people reached out. We're
This is your
happy
card,
to do
right?
it. This one is his. I'll
Oh,
bring in
okay.
cards.
Okay,
But yeah, we're happy to do it, and we're happy to see the start to finish. It's an awesome experience for us. I've seen whole streets that were once mobile homes that were vacant and squatter situations, and now they're
Being
full
chased.
communities.
When
They're
when appraisers take pictures of a comp and like somebody's already living in there because they sold their house
Right.
like
Yeah.
3 or 6 months ago, and the appraiser goes by and goes snap, and people are chasing her down the road. Why are you taking a picture of my house?
I feel like I get to witness gentrification right before my eyes, though, like
Oh,
from
sure.
start to finish. Because sometimes, especially if a big piece of land is donated, like for instance, maybe 4 or 5 lots on the same street, and they can cut it down and put 4 or 5 houses up. I've seen some great things happen with it, and it's for these people to be first-time home buyers and be able to own a house, and with rent being so insane.
60% less Habitat people pay for their mortgage payment than rent, right?
Yes.
Remember that?
That's
Is
easy one.
is there an income qualification?
Yeah.
There is.
You missed all that last hour, girl. You
I
didn't
know,
have
I
to,
should've came
you didn't have to
in.
download the
Should have been
podcast
listening
I know.
on the way in.
for Tampa Home Talk or watch the video.
Or you can watch
Yeah.
the YouTube video. Remember to smash like and
Smash.
smash subscribe.
Smash.
So you get to smash. So you get to know when our videos come out every week, twice a week.
Oh my gosh, you guys
Smash.
are continuing to improve.
If they smash too hard, they might not be able to watch the video the following week.
That's why you
saying.
need a screen protector. So if you smash too hard, it cracks the screen protector
Yeah.
and not your phone.
He didn't say push or like or click.
It's
It's
smash.
smash.
You got to talk to the millennials, and the Gen Zers, or the I generation, or the zombie generation.
All right, Pat, who's our winner? Are you done jibber jabbing back there or what?
It's a Chernobyl over there.
It was Pat's idea. Leo's idea, Pat. Sorry. All right. All right. Good
It is.
choice, Cherie.
It is. Absolutely. And that's a gate admission as well as 2 Primo concert tickets. So congratulations.
All right. You got her information, Pat.
Next time
Okay.
we do a giveaway like that, I'm going to start calling in myself.
All right. Did you just take one caller? Okay. Let's just keep getting our caller 10. Let's do that. We'll go down the list. Okay. Yes. Yes. We have more tickets. So
we have
Sarah.
3 more tickets.
Sarah Evans is gone. We have Patty LaBelle, Neil McCoy, Chubby Checker, and 2 general admission tickets.
Why don't we
Farm
do
winners.
1 winner each segment?
Yeah.
3 more winners. 3 more winners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3
we're
more
great.
winners.
So we'll do
We'll do one right now. Caller 10. 888-404-1010. You can choose which ones you want. 888-404-1010. Keep Pat George busy. He is not earning his money this morning, so y'all blow him up and have fun with him and ask him a lot of questions. 888-404-1010. Be glad we can't hear all the noise ringing and the lights flashing like we would if we were in the studio.
It gets distracting sometimes when we were actually in Beasley and we could look across the glass, and it's just like because we have the glass separating us. with the
He's
lights-
making sure we hear it.
with the lights, like flare up. It was like blinding.
Yeah,
we can hear him.
He
We can
turned
hear
up his
him.
volume in the studio so you can hear. He's so 888-404-1010. Pat George would love to talk to you. If you want to stick around on the air, we'd love to talk to you too.
And if you're watching on the YouTube, please don't call. This is a pre-recorded show for you. For the Facebook Live people, this is live.
It's live. Yep. All right. So thank you very much for the tickets. Can't wait to visit the Strawberry Festival myself. Did not go to the fair. I was traveling, and like I said, I prefer the Strawberry Festival anyway.
I just love, like, not if you don't even go to the Strawberry Festival, if you go there to buy strawberries, you get a flat of strawberries the size of this table for $5.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. No, and I appreciate you guys having me, and I appreciate all the kind words you said about the Strawberry Festival. And again, all I can emphasize is if you haven't been before, give us a try. We think you're going to like it. We talked about it's just good old down-home Americana. I don't care what age you are. You can be the age of 3. You can be 83. There's something for everybody.
What's people's favorite part about the Strawberry Festival?
food.
You don't need me to answer that question.
For the food and
I mean,
the
it's
music.
strawberry shortcake, yes, and the concerts.
The
but
walking strawberry.
what's the
Great.
What's the hidden thing like we're not asking or talking about that we should like people need to make sure they don't miss? Like what's the one little thing sticking out around in the corner?
Well, there's a couple new food items that I want to talk about if I can.
We'll have to do that after the break.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
888 888-404-1010. That's our studio calling line. Pat George would love to talk to you.
Yeah,
We'll
give
be
out some
back
tickets.
right after this break. Stick around, and we're going to talk to our winner, and then we'll get into a little bit later part of the show, how to get the best appraisal for your property, and we're going to let you know what these sneaky little rascally appraisals look for when Danielle Evans comes out to your home. So we'll have some fun with that one next segment. Stick around. It's Tampa Home Talk.
Well, good morning. Welcome back. This is Leo Kane with Barrel Engineering and Inspection. We were caught completely off guard, but you can't tell because I'm still wearing my headphones.
You are such a goofball, Leo.
I want to know more about new foodstuffs that we can only get this year at the food festival, that is the Strawberry Festival.
Yeah, there's a couple new food items, guys, that are really interesting. First is the strawberry calzone, which instead of the traditional pizza sauce, it's actually strawberry filling, and then it's got
sort of like a Danish, sort of like a
it's a
bakery
dessert.
kind of thing,
It's a dessert item.
That's cool.
Another kind of different version of a strawberry shortcake is the strawberry piggy shortcake, which is it's sweet cornbread with pulled pork and strawberry barbecue sauce.
Okay, what is that?
I would try that.
Sounds
It's called the
good.
strawberry piggy shortcake.
Strawberry piggy shortcake.
Yeah, that's been one that everybody seemed to like. And we talked about the chocolate-covered bacon kebab. That's a new item this year. The French onion grilled cheese.
Oh,
There's no
that would
strawberry
be
in
good.
No strawberry in that.
That's
so,
your side.
good.
Yeah.
It's your dessert. You get some strawberry shortcake.
And another one is the peachy s'mores stack, which is Amish donuts. Basically a s'more. You got your marshmallows and your chocolate over Amish donuts.
I heard there was an Amish donut eating contest.
That
today.
the Amish, I head back today, and I will be emceeing the Amish donut.
Oh, I thought you were going to be
contest.
eating. You're emceeing. Okay.
No, that would not be good for my waistline. But yesterday, I actually got to MC the deep fried strawberry pie on a stick relay.
Ooh,
Relay.
a
That was
relay.
they were. You had to finish it, and then the next person in line got another one. It was quite entertaining.
That sounds like
Very
fun.
entertaining. And a couple more food items. We got the Way Better Strawberry Sundae, which is homemade strawberry ice cream with strawberry whipped cream and strawberry icing, and a brownie. Yeah. It's all fat-free.
Yeah.
So that's the Way Better Strawberry Sundae. And then we've got, of course, anything deep-fried you want, but a couple of the new deep-fried items. Are
Anything.
Anything deep fried. You're in the zone.
Deep-fried tacos, deep-fried ravioli.
Those are common. Yeah.
So, yeah. You
I'm going to have to go to the gym with you, Danielle.
It's
You walk it off though.
I see your Facebook photos, man. She's
That's
like,
what I tell myself.
I go
hitting it.
kickboxing.
I know.
Cardio kickboxing. It works.
But anything you could imagine for any appetite at the festival, you're going to get. So a lot of people could honestly, I care less about the shows, I care less about the rides. I'm paying my $10,
want my
and I'm
food.
going to gorge for a
I'm
couple
there for
hours. I'm there for the food.
Well,
right,
one of
so-
our winners actually just now, Zach was his name, right? He opted for ticket only.
Yeah. Right, Pat? Well, we're going to do it this show, but different segment for sure. So just stick around and you'll have to listen.
Because right now we want to learn how to get the best possible appraisal for your property value.
We're going to, yes. I do have one more question. So what, like you mentioned what was the relay, strawberry stick relay?
That was how
It was deep fried
Strawberry
pie
Hot pie?
on a stick.
Okay. So what kind of cool stuff like that, like should we make sure we don't miss? Like what do you have coming up one day that somebody's like, oh yeah, I need to catch that?
Every day there's some kind of eating contest on the grounds. And, yesterday I was shocked at the amount of people that were there watching. It was unbelievable. People somehow are just enthralled with people gorging themselves.
I don't know why anybody on this earth would actually want to watch that, but they do. And I mean, that's like every day, right? The Strawberry Festival?
It's every day, whether I know there's a strawberry soda throwdown one day as well. But today is the Amish. That's the fan of strawberry soda. Today is the Amish donut. You're going to have a variety. You have the strawberry shortcake eating contest and everything. So every day, if you're a professional or you think you're a semi-professional eater and you want to show off your eating skills, there's always something at the festival that you could show your aptitude at eating.
I think I'm distracting our guest because I'm like taking selfies in the studio, and he's like, "What are you doing?" A little bit, yeah.
But I appreciate you guys having me, and I appreciate you letting me have some time to talk about the Strawberry Festival, which, you know.
Definitely. We're going to get more connected with you guys. We're going to have to do some remote broadcasts and just have some fun with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, appreciate it, and we'll make sure you guys stay engaged and do anything we can to help you guys out.
Nice.
All right, so let's dive in a little bit with Danielle. And I know you guys will have some questions along the way. So I know this is your opportunity to ask anything you ever wanted to know about your appraiser, because this is the time that this girl can answer it. She's done some tough stuff. Like, I've seen her tear some appraisals up. We've teared some appraisals up together, haven't we?
We sure have.
On the show even.
Yeah.
It's funny. I did a line of credit on my house a while back, just because I wanted to have it, and I told the appraiser, I go, "You're lucky for you that this is just for a line of credit. I don't actually need this appraisal, or I don't represent a seller, because I would shred this appraisal up and spit it out." So I don't. And he's like, "Okay."
Line of equity is don't do a drive-by. Just get the full appraisal.
Well, I did. I told him I'm not doing drive-by.
Yeah.
I have way too many upgrades. Come on in.
Exactly. If you want the best appraisal, let us in.
Well, I remember when I refinanced too, I had, because you don't get to pick the appraiser, it's a random selection. And basically we were redoing the hall bathroom, and we had a few little things to finish, and it's conventional. So I know technically the guidelines say like they don't care. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not FHA or VA. And so I told the appraiser, kept calling me to get in, and I'm like, "All right, here's the dealio. Like, we are still finishing some stuff in the hall bathroom. I will let you in if you're not going to kill me on my appraisal. But if you are, you're going to have to wait to get in."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I won't. It's conventional." Come on. I said, "All right, come on. You can come in."
It depends. Some lenders, those bathrooms have to be finished. And they treat every order like it's an FHA for some conventional loans. It really depends on the lender.
Well, we're buying a different property right now that we're going to get rezoned commercial. And I knew the appraisal was going to be short. Not a big deal. But the appraiser also was tearing a bunch of stuff up on the condition, which we know what we're going to have to do when we get in there. And it's a conventional appraisal, so it's like, lay off, man.
I have a funny story for you. A tenant wants to buy a house from the landlord, and it's a mobile manufactured home. And underneath the manufactured home is stacked with personal property like a storage unit. We all know FHA does not allow this at all. Is it a safety concern?
Fire concern?
Not particularly, because it's all just tools for his trade. There's no loose wiring. There's still an access. It's kind of like somebody hoarded underneath.
I don't know how
they
you
left trails.
There, Leo.
They left trails for the home inspector to be able to inspect everything, and so that
like a hoarder trail,
I didn't
right?
tag it. Like, I didn't tag it as being a safety concern because of the way they did it. The bank denied them the loan and said the debris has to go. Well, when a house sells, you assume as an appraiser that all the personal property is going with the house.
Yep.
Not if it's under the house.
And even if it's under the
There
house,
was like a gingerbread trail of like.
like, this is stuff that's usable tools. Nobody's leaving it behind.
Here's what I tell my sellers. Here's a rule of thumb, right? If you think about like what's staying and what's going, if I were to take your home and turn it upside down, everything that falls to the floor is personal property.
Yeah.
Everything that's permanently affixed is real property, right? So
yeah, now I have this loan on my desk that nobody wants to close because they want me to mark it as this major safety concern. And so basically I told the people, go, they're moving out anyways, take the stuff and get the tenants out. And
move back into your place.
When the place is empty, have me come back out and do a final.
Wow.
The bank wants it completely reappraised.
We see some of these ridiculous bank overlays where we know it's not guidelines and they just kind of make it up. I mean, did I ever tell you about the VA appraiser I had once that was like, he was, I know the guidelines. I was a lender for 17 years, so I know what the guidelines are. And this guy just kept tearing up everything. He literally started picking on the fence, and I'm like, you can't pick on the fence. That is not a guideline.
Especially in Florida, because it can go either way, and you really got to investigate who owns that.
I called the VA and I said, this appraiser is not coming back out to my property. You need to send me a different VA appraiser. He is no longer allowed on the property. This was after 3 inspections.
In my own situation, I had an FHA appraiser ask for GFIs next to the stove. Let's think about that.
Really?
Next to the stove.
No comment on that one, Leo?
But it sat there with me and resonated with me because he did not ask for one next to any of the sinks.
I was waiting for the actual continuation because next to the stove is a common one.
It's supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be there.
It's supposed to be. The way I like to tell my story about the stove is when you're doing Thanksgiving
And
your
you
stove is
over
in
boiling
anchor,
water.
and you're doing your pot of spaghetti, and you take the turkey out
For
of the
Thanksgiving?
oven.
That's how I thought about it. I'm like, it's
take-
my mom's house.
You take-
God knows what's gonna happen.
You take
Let's
the-
just
you
let
take-
him put it
you
in.
take the turkey out, you slide at a tray.
Yeah.
The stove isn't fastened, so the weight of the 30-pound turkey flips your stove, and you get drenched with boiling water.
And
you
it-
happen to be holding the mashed potato masher, and you electrocute yourself.
Okay, well,
That's
if you're gonna just for
Way
me,
too many
if you're
movies.
gonna ask for it in one place, ask for it in all of them.
That's true. They're required within 6 feet of water throughout the entire house, in all the exterior ones, too.
All right. Well, who needs an outline today? We're just going to
Yeah.
have fun. We'll talk about whatever we want. You got an appraisal question, we'll take that too. Why don't you just text it? 813-377-2775. Call or text that appraisal question. 813-377-2775. When we come back, we're going to talk about what does the appraiser look for. Some of these things may surprise you. And we still have another set of tickets to give away for the Strawberry Festival. So stick around. That will be very, very soon.
Very,
and,
very soon?
Very, very soon, yeah.
Yes.
And Tina, I'm sure you'll have a little bit to chime in as well for the appraisal piece of it. This is Tampa Home Talk. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment. And then somewhere towards the end of the show, I think we're going to give you guys the 2019 numbers. We have them. They're out from Florida Realtors. Back in a moment.
Well, good morning. Welcome back. Leo Kane here asking the tough questions, giving away the free tickets. Am I giving away some tickets?
Red is.
We are. Let's give away our last set of tickets. And
888-404-1010. Last set of tickets. Caller number 10. 888-404-1010. Get your last set of tickets to see some artist, either on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how the other people picked.
Yeah, we don't know who picked what yet. We'll figure that out when we're off the air. We just know Sarah Evans is gone. She was snatched up quick.
yeah.
We just know the event's going to be huge.
One of the cool things about the Strawberry Festival is you guys still are alcohol free.
We are. We take pride in that. We are alcohol free. There's been some chatter about it. Well, the phones are ringing in the background. That's great. But as a board, we just think you weigh the pros and the cons, and we think it's in our best interest to keep it alcohol free.
What about
Yeah.
the strawberry margarita?
You can
That's
you can get the virgin strawberry margarita and the virgin strawberry daiquiri, and then
And you can get that deep fried and placed on a taco.
and what you have in your car that you add to your margarita when you're leaving is fine. Hopefully not before, but on your way out. But no, we seriously we just think that that's the best policy, and we really haven't had a whole lot of pushback. Because when it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
People are encouraged to buy the strawberries to take home to make those margaritas, right?
Absolutely. Now, wait, what you do with them at the house, fine. We're good with that.
We've had so much fun with you hanging out today. I know you got to skidoo for your Amish
Festival.
donating.
Daryl, congratulations, Daryl. We look forward to seeing you at the festival. Yeah, I appreciate you guys again, and I've got to skedaddle because I've got to. Pat made me a little nervous saying that I-4 is already getting backed up, which is a good, in a way, is very good because that means we're having some good crowds
Your
today.
fault.
I know
my
it's not
fault.
even open yet. It opens at 10.
Opens at 10, and got to head back and take part in the emceeing the Amish donut eating contest, which is exciting. So thank you guys again.
Make sure we
I
have
appreciate-
all your information, and we will definitely be in
Yep,
touch.
and you guys will be at the media party next year, and we look forward to having you. And again, thanks for the time.
I'll let you know when I'm coming this year, and we'll have to connect.
Absolutely, I can take care of you.
Thank you.
My little daughter's birthday is on the 1st, so maybe we'll do it then. My 26-year-old is a cop over in Orlando, so he has this weird rogue schedule that changes all the time.
The first
and
is
so
Sunday.
my 13-year-old daughter said, she called my whole time. She says, I'm not having my birthday party until you tell me when you're off and you can come. So she did. She pushed it to the following weekend. He goes, I have to work.
Oh, and I just want to throw a brief reminder out to everyone. There is an extra day of February tomorrow.
Yes,
There's
there
an
is.
extra day of February
The
tomorrow.
29th only happens once every 4
One of my good
years.
friends is turning 10 tomorrow, 10 or 11 tomorrow.
That is awesome.
Wait, who? What did I miss?
One of my friends,
be
because it's a
40,
leap year.
right?
So
Oh,
I
that's
think he's
right,
like 40,
yes,
40, 48, so he's probably 12.
Yeah,
Probably 12.
my daughter's birthday is March 1st, so if it was a leap year, her birthday would have been the 29th, but it
Right.
wasn't a leap year.
Yeah, it's every 4 years except every 100 years.
Oh.
A lot of people don't
He
know
would-
that
he
you
would know
skip
that,
the
yeah.
100th.
Yeah, that's our trivia buff right there. All right, you're listening to Tampa Home Talk. Thanks again, Rhett, for joining us. Make sure you guys visit the Strawberry Festival. It is open until March 8th.
March 8th, and if you have any questions, you can always look at our website, flstrawberryfestival.com.
And 10 a.m. until when? What time's it close?
10 o'clock, 10 to 10.
10 to 10.
Yeah,
Easy
Friday
enough.
nights is a little bit late. And don't forget, if anybody wants to see a really cool parade, our annual parade is Monday as well.
And that's where you named the Strawberry Queen, right?
The Strawberry Queen's already
Oh,
been
she
there.
did. That's right. Oh, she courting,
but the
yeah.
Strawberry Queen will be there waving at you.
Yes, that's right.
What time is the parade?
The parade starts at 1 o'clock. So get there early. We always have huge crowds, but it's a really cool thing. And it being a year with the politicians, a voting year, they'll be in full force.
Sure.
And what'd you say, Pat? We have our winner?
Good. Enjoy the festival. Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Brett.
you.
We'll be seeing you soon at the festival, so stick around. Safe travels. Make sure you listen to the rest of Tampa Home Talk on your way out. So it's Money Talk 1010 AM, 92.1 FM, and, of course, 103.1 FM. And as you're hopping around in different parts of Tampa Bay, the signal will be stronger on some of those channels.
I have an appraiser question.
Fire away.
So he was mentioning the fact that the Strawberry Festival actually has land. They're looking to build permanent structures. How does a stadium and your proximity to it, is there like a sweet zone where it's like you go up in property value and there's a sweet zone where you go way down in property value? You're nodding on the way down.
It goes down, and that's why it takes a lot of planning and developing, and that's why they put them on the side of I-4 and on the side of highways. They don't put these big structures in residential neighborhoods.
Because no one wants to deal with the traffic.
Well, it's not just the traffic, it's the noise, the constant noise from it. But we do definitely consider it an external obsolescence.
What did you call that?
External obsolescence is when you have a grocery store or
A grocery store makes it go down to?
It could be anything from a gas station, grocery store.
Because I figured those benefits, like if Publix moved into the neighborhood, the property values go.
The values go up, but you don't want to back it. You don't want to see it if you are,
That's
you know,
true.
it's really all about that view, and seclusion is worth more than being right on top of, you know, what everybody else might consider convenient. You don't find it convenient when they are emptying their trash at 3 a.m.
Oh, so what about that apartment building that has a Publix on the first 2 floors?
Yeah, that's.
They're looking for comps in that building.
You're looking for comps right directly in that building. You're not going any further, and
I guess you
it's-
could go further if you have the same
if you have the same exact style
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
else, yeah. Because you actually, in condos, you need to go find that extra one.
Your first couple of sales are
Yeah.
going to be cash, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Usually that's when the builder buys the first 2 and rents them out. And
Oh, that's why they
you
do
don't even
that.
notice it as an appraiser because they bought it as a company. And it's illegal. It's actually a really legal comp. I don't personally use them, but I know a lot of appraisers that have.
So let's talk about some of the things that the appraiser looks for, because they're, you know, their primary areas they're going to inspect are going to be the roof, the foundation, the lot grade, the ventilation, all the mechanical systems, heating, electricity,
The
crawl
pool.
spaces, as we talked about last hour.
We don't inspect homes. We observe homes.
You observe them, yeah.
We
It's
walk
not
around
an
and
inspection
look
as
and
far as
take
like
pictures.
Leo's concerned. Like
Yeah.
Leo's inspection is a full inspection.
We've had to
because of the quick
really
visual.
we've had to really clarify that, because in the state of Florida, unlicensed contracting is a real thing.
Well, buyers legitimately think that the appraiser inspects the home, and
Yes.
so we have to clarify that all the time.
We have to clarify
It's a
it, too.
very common misconception that we get, is that when the appraiser comes, they're doing a very quick visual inspection because they're looking for safety issues and, you know, health issues. They
We
want to
are-
make sure it's habitable, but it's not a full inspection.
We are full on, and we are observing and assessing the risk for the loan and the safety for the people that are inside of it, because the lender can be sued. Like, when you really think of the big picture, we're assessing risk. And if we're walking into a house that has mold, there's a risk. If there's cupping or curling on the roof, there's a risk. And at that point, we are to instruct the lender to hire a qualified technician to inspect that portion of the home to sign off on it so that it doesn't come back on my insurance. Like, that's really
Right.
the cut and dry of it. And everybody just needs somebody to push that liability off onto, and then the lender will take the risk.
One of the big ones we see pretty often is if the home was built before 1978, there can be hazards such as lead-based paint.
The lead-based
still.
paint.
And so if you have any chipping or peeling paint, the appraiser is always going to flag those things.
But I got a
Even in a
question.
conventional, we're going to mention it as well.
If the home is built in 1978 or beforehand, it's got to have been painted since then.
That doesn't matter. If it has cupping, curling, chipping of the paint, and it wasn't properly remediated, the lender is taking a massive risk that that house can never be resold and liquidated to get their money back. So there's a huge risk. Down here in Florida, it's not so much, because I'll be honest with you, we don't have a ton of 100-year-old homes. Our
Leah
like
does.
our homes.
Yeah, my whole neighborhood's nothing more than 100-year-old homes.
in specific little areas, the
I never
vast
asked you for help
majority are
If my house was
practically.
what?
I mean, we're knocking everything down these days.
Wrong time of year to ask this, but with a 100-year-old home, I would always be concerned that I was buying like a haunted house where there'd be a ghost in there.
I just been afraid
course.
that like the termites, like I don't understand how they're still
We
standing
have to
down
get and
here.
keep a termite bond right on your house.
Well, the thing is with termites, like if you have that 100-year-old home that's still just the main structure from 100 years ago, that's Miami-Dade County pine. Termites can't eat that.
Okay, that's
So
good to
it's
know.
when you have your additions where you're using OSB, which is basically like strawberry shortcake to these guys.
So
They
why
just get a
don't
much-
people build
so
with the stuff that
Miami-Dade
termites don't like?
it did come all the way up here.
It did, and the nice thing about Miami-Dade County pine is over time it petrifies. So it gets even tougher. Like if you go down to Coral Castle in Homestead,
Yep.
you can see a 300-year-old home built out of Miami-Dade County pine and coral.
Oh my gosh! Now you got me. I'm going to be booking.
I know. I want to see it. Where is it?
This is in
You're gonna be
Homestead.
following.
Like on your way to Key West, basically. When you go to Fantasy Fest later this year.
Yeah.
So the original homes are really strong, really well built, and then it's these additions that are using modern technology, and everyone's using planned obsolescence, which is 3M coined the term. We're going to make our technology obsolete in a couple of years, so you have to replace it. OSB is particle board. It gets wet, it crumbles. Drywall crumbles. They used plaster back 100 years ago. They were doing things, building practices 100 years ago were stronger than today, minus some wind loading.
They're also more expensive. Like when you
Well,
think about a lot of
nowadays-
those homes in the 50s had terrazzo floors. I mean, you couldn't even afford to put that in now if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
That's the appeal of these mid-century and these 100-year-old homes.
I guess it's the cross.
And you see what they're doing though. They're knocking down these gorgeous homes in Tampa, knocking
up
them.
McMansions.
And they've got the 50% rule for the flood. And I've got houses that they're trying to raise less than 18 inches just to clear the 50% rule. And they're trying to save structures, and they know it's cheaper to knock it down and start over.
Oh, definitely. Especially when you start rehabbing 100-year-old homes, they get
Yeah.
expensive because you start opening up walls, and you gotta tie into
It's
something.
sad, but I
something
get
that's-
why we knock everything down. But definitely, we're seeing some major growth. Pasco County's on fire. Ridge Road opening up. It's going to be a game changer. I can't wait to see how it changes the property values for Water's Edge and River Ridge.
Speaking of which, where's some of the hottest areas to buy right now, in your
The
opinion? As an
in
appraiser?
my
Where would you buy?
personal opinion, the 589 Expressway is the
touching
preserves.
that area,
Anything
yeah.
Bexley.
We've been talking about the
and,
preserves for a while.
Starkey Ranch is just too deep into the traffic, and Trinity is tough, and being right there at the it's you got
Right
to
by the
pick one.
veterans.
If you're needing to work in Tampa, you really need to be near the 589 Expressway or 75, one of the two.
Yeah, that's why I love
right
this
now
corridor.
I'm gambling with the 75, and I'm dealing with that traffic up there, but Seven Oaks has been I tried it out for a year, and I really like it up there.
I figured you would.
I
It's
really
close enough
love it.
proximity.
I love it. I love it.
Plus, you can get in and out. You can take Bruceby down.
Exactly. And when that figure eight is done, the massive changes to the market at Seven Oaks is going to be, I can't wait to watch that.
All right. This is Tampa Home Talk. We're like already almost out of time. We're going to talk about some of our numbers and stats and some really cool stuff for 2019. Are you excited about that, Danielle?
We are on fire.
We have the
so
Florida
I
Realtor
can
stats
imagine.
for all of 2019 finally. It takes them forever to get it out. It feels like it's so late.
It's not even March.
But we're going to talk
They even had a
about...
whole extra day to beat the March deadline.
Yeah.
You have a whole extra day before you need to file a homestead.
Hey, closed sales are up 4.7% over 2018. So We're gonna have some fun with this, Danielle. I know you're gonna love it, and then you'll figure out why it's so expensive to build. Tina, this is Tampa Home Talk. We'll be back in a minute.
Well, good morning. Welcome back. Final segment here of Tampa Home Talk, your money talk partner. I'm here with Katrina Madewell, and we've got the tough appraisal questions coming at you. So, living near stadium, bad? Living near highway, bad? So, what's that sweet spot where you love highway because you're just close enough, but just far enough away?
Commercial.
Yeah, you just really want it. You everybody says, "Oh, I want the corner lot." No, you don't.
You don't want the corner lot?
Two sides. Do you really want to listen to the noise traffic on two sides of your home?
I live in a 100-year-old house. I can hear my neighbor from down the block.
Well, it's really the people want the cul-de-sac. That's where they want to be. They want to be on the end of the cul-de-sac. They want to be away from everybody else.
Those are the nosiest neighbors.
They want to live in a planned development that's only 14 feet away from the house next to them, but they want full seclusion.
All right, so let's chat about some of our 2019 numbers. What shall we say? Yeah. Thanks to our listeners very much for
listening
to Tampa Home Talk. We appreciate you. We love you. We're glad to give you tickets every time we can.
We can't get great guests on with tickets unless we have listeners to give tickets to.
That's
so
right.
We appreciate you, and that's why you need to subscribe, smash the button, smash the like button, keep the ratings high, and the shows will keep flowing.
That's right. So last year for 2019, our stats are out, literally just popped out like within a week ago, but closed home sales are actually up 4.7%. So 4.7% in 2019 closed home sales are up. Now, when they do the Tampa-St. Pete median area, they count Hillsborough, Pasco, Hernando, and Pinellas. So that's the way they lump us all together.
This is all 2019?
This is 2019's numbers, and we're 4.7% up over last year. Cash sales are actually down
I said that all year last year, though.
2.9%.
I said that from literally like 6 weeks into the year, we saw cash sales plummet and never saw them come back. And we do a lot of appraisals for cash deals, and it was dead last year.
All right, I'm going to see if you know what's our absorption rate right now.
I have no idea, but I know we have no inventory.
Last year, at this time, we were 2.9%. We are down to 2.3%. That's our number of months supply of homes. So the way we like to explain that, because we're down over 20%, is with the current buyers that are in the market and the homes that are for sale, if no more homes came on the market, how long would it take to sell the existing homes? And the answer is 2.3 months. That's what the absorption rate is, to sum it up. And so, Danielle, also new listings are down 2.1%. It's going down, which means our absorption rate is going to get tighter.
But what's happening with new construction? Like this is
But
where
let me ask you
this is where that's got to stop.
Okay.
It's got to plateau.
It will, yeah, for sure. It's going to have that normal cyclical real estate dip, but we're just not there yet. And what I want to ask you about on the appraisal, because I see this so much on there, you guys have to put basically the trend on the housing prices. I should have probably printed the appraisal page I'm talking about, but you know what I'm going with this.
the market analysis.
But the specific part that talks about, is the market stable? Is it declining?
Unit housing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it going up? And so, or is the demand? But how does it?
We're always going to pick stable.
I know, but it's not. A 2.3 month supply of homes is not stable.
It's as stable as what we're looking at is a section of just the homes that are considered comparable to that subject property. This is a picture of every house in Florida in this area.
So if stuff's being snapped up, I mean, because we also look at we
basically run the same chart for a very small amount of data, and it gives you a lot different information.
I totally get it, and I get what you're saying, because this is over 4 counties, right? It's totally not going to be the same from Hernando to Pinellas to Hillsborough.
Lender-specific requirements they force appraisers to explain increasing markets and declining markets.
So our time to contract's 31 days, so that did go up a little. Mm-hmm. But I mean, what about in some of these communities, especially where, like, I had one that it was a $90,000 condo, move-in ready. There was nothing else available like that for sale anywhere, but yet the comps were tough. We did make it in terms of the comparables, but I feel like if I didn't supply this appraiser with comps, we probably would have got a short appraisal. I really believe that, but I knew the area well. I actually lived in the area or nearby. And so essentially for the appraisers still to mark stable, that doesn't make sense to me, especially on something in that price range.
I know why they're doing it. I'm not saying that it's right, wrong,
that's
or
what I'm just
indifferent,
trying to
but you got to
understand.
remember that the lender-specific guidelines an appraiser has to abide by are the size of a book.
Yeah.
And we have to abide by Fannie Mae selling guideline and then the FHA handbook if it's FHA. And we have so many different guidelines to go by that sometimes it's just easier. And I have seen a lot of appraisers that are asked, why did you mark stable? And they know it's in an increasing market, and it's really, do you really want this loan to close?
I think anything 6 months or less should be increasing. It just should be. In your absorption rate, it's normal.
I can totally agree, but when we're looking at just within one subdivision or just within 1 mile, I'll be honest with you, the data is drastically different. And if you look
Sure.
at the one-unit housing and you look at the 1004 MC in an appraisal, those two should not match. One should be a picture of the one-unit housing, and one should be a picture of only comparable sales in the
Right.
market.
Sure.
A lot of appraisers don't necessarily do those correctly.
Our dollar volume is up 10%.
How
over
far is it going to go?
2018.
We've been having this conversation for
Here's
how many
the thing.
years?
All these people that we talk to and a lot of the new buyers that come in, I cannot tell you the number of people that are buyers in our area that are relocation buyers from another area. Prime example, Leo, you have somebody for me to call, which is new with Beryl. He moved from where?
Connecticut.
See?
All
Getting a lot
high
of
tax,
these.
but look at it's all high tax states, and these people are they're making smart moves because if they wait until they're retired and old,
Be harder to afford,
it's going to
yeah.
be harder for them to move. There's states that have laws against it. New York, if you look what Trump's trying to do in moving his permanent residency from New York to Florida for a tax break in essence. I'm from Massachusetts, so I completely understand it. And when I moved here from Massachusetts, there was expenses that I had to pay, and I had to pay Massachusetts to leave. There was an exit fee.
I'd be really interested to see when it starts to significantly impact those markets because it's in the future.
Florida has to also prepare for it. We have a lot of people that are moving here, and let's just look at Starkey Ranch, for example. That's a community that started in the 200,000s. There is a house in there that is closed for $1.2 million.
Yeah.
It is the same basic floor model as, $400,000 or $500,000 base floor model with a lot of upgrades.
$15.1 billion in real estate was sold in 2019 right here in our little 4-county area.
That is awesome.
$15.1 billion compared to last year was $13.7 billion worth of real
And I
estate
kind of
sold.
thought we were going to, I really did think that we were going to be right in line with last year. I was kind of
Do you know
surprised.
why it's still so crazy? I know why.
The interest rate's still low.
Rates are still so low.
And the stock market, stock market and the interest rate, watch that stock market. When the stock market goes down, my job is directly affected. And so we joke around about it in the office.
All right, listen, if you need Danielle, if you need me, if you need Leo, Adam, or any of our partners you want to connect, 813-377-2775, 813-377-2775. Love where you live and we're going to fix it. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to go to the Strawberry Festival. We'll be back next week.